What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Red Goblin issue number 10. This is the final issue to Red Goblin, and we're a little bit late on this one, but we're going to be closing out what happens with Rascal and Normie. Now, the last we had seen, things were going pretty sideways for Normie. Him and Rascal, they just can't get right. Doing this whole symbiote thing, it's just not for Normie. Rascal is too dangerous, and he is seeing himself become a monster. And because Normie is becoming a monster, he believes that he is causing Rascal to become a monster. Now he has gone to Dylan Brock, aka Venom, and he wants Venom to separate them once and for all. So, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, it is throwing us right into the chaos. Immediately, what we see is the Red Goblin riding the Goblin Glider, and he comes down on Venom, demanding that Venom takes it back. Venom and Dylan not even sure why Red Goblin is so angry. Venom tries to let them know that maybe we should take a step back and talk this out, but all Red Goblin has to say is put Rascal back in the jar. Venom is now recognizing that Rascal is actually pretty strong. They don't want to antagonize him or make the situation worse, but Dylan needs to get through to Normie, with Rascal smashing Venom in the face, saying that there are too many sad chemicals. Sad chemicals because of Rascal, with Rascal going in to punch Venom again. This is where Venom grabs his fist and he pins him up against the wall. He apologizes to them but lets them know that we gotta peel you open so that we can get to Normie. We need to find out his side of the story and find out what is really going on here. Venom does chime in and let him know that he kinda told him that this was going to happen, that Normie nor Rascal were really ready for this. This is where Normie goes to tell Dylan that Rascal is right. This has to stop, and there is only one person that can stop it, and that is Dylan. He tells him that you have to separate us, but Venom tells him that that's not possible. He can smell that they are bonded, that separating them at this point, it could kill him. Before this conversation can get any further, we see that glider come in and it knocks Venom for a loop. Venom being stuck to the glider as it flies off into the skyline. As it takes off, we see it crash into an uncompleted building with a giant boom. Rascal and Normie, they rush over and they find Venom unconscious. With Venom unconscious, they have no other option but to be the hero today. Normie and Rascal, they jump into action because their actions of everything that has transpired has led to what is happening right now. Beams are falling from the sky. People's lives are in jeopardy. But Rascal and Normie are doing everything they can to protect people. Now, Normie knows that he's done a lot of bad things. There's a good chance that they could do more bad things. But today, no one else is getting hurt. With him in action, helping as many people as possible, we have Venom showing up to help him out, rescuing people from a vehicle, him changing his face from a goblin face to something that is much less terrifying. Some even assume that he is Spider-Man. But with our symbiote saving all the people and the fire department showing up to deal with the disaster, Normie and Dylan sit down and have a conversation. Normie must admit that tonight he actually felt like he was in control, but he also feels like an imposter. Dylan lets him know that that feeling, it never goes away, and he's convinced that maybe it never should. But Normie really wants to know, why did you give me the Rascal? Why did you give me the symbiote? What is the real reason? Dylan going on to explain that I know you're looking for some senses-shattering revelation. The truth is, he needed help finding his dad. He knew that he could only trust a symbiote and a friend. He didn't think beyond that. He gave Rascal to Normie because he trusted Normie. He goes on to let Normie know that even if he could separate them, it wouldn't change anything. Rascal would go back into the jar until some creep finds him and turns him into a weapon. But what is really eating up Normie is the fact that he killed someone, or at least he believes so. He believes that he killed the Goblin King. Now, for Dylan, that's a little bit of a gray area. The guy was already kinda dead. He knows it's not very helpful, but he is pointing out that, he wasn't a great guy. He was technically already dead. Can we really count that as killing somebody? But Dylan goes on to say, do you know how many people that Venom has straight up just ate? It's definitely not zero. He tells Normie that you have a symbiote, you're gonna need to buckle up because things will get weird. You cannot fight this any more than you can fight your own name. There are gonna be days like today where you save the day. Can you really see that as a bad thing? Dylan telling him that he doesn't have the answers. But the truth is, nobody really has the answers. This is where Normie returns home. His brother and mother, they're waiting for him. Not sure where he's been or what he's been up to. His mother sits down and tries to have a conversation. She knows that her son is keeping a secret, but she doesn't pry. She doesn't try to get this information out of him. But Normie also knows that she is holding a secret. And while neither of them will say anything, Normie and Rascal may be staying together, but the Osborn family has never been more broken. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Alright, so for me, I like this ending. This is a good ending. I was really concerned that they were going to take Rascal away from Normie. And I feel like Rascal and Normie right now, they need each other more than either of them actually know. We do have the symbiote war on the horizon, and we know that Rascal is going to have a significant role in that. Or at least we can assume that he's going to have a significant role. But this was a good ending. There was a little bit of action, there was a little bit of fun, but this was really Dylan telling Normie that you're bonded together, there is no separating you, you're gonna have to live with it, you're gonna have to learn to deal with these things. And I think that these are not only great when it comes to symbiotes and things of that nature, but in life in general. What Dylan is telling him is that we don't all have the answers. The truth is, he doesn't even know who does have the answers. What we can do is live day to day. Wake up every day, be the best person we can. Try to be better than the person we were yesterday. That is all that we can ask of ourselves. That we can live in the past. We can live in the sins of our fathers. We can let all of that haunt us, dread us, let it hang over our heads. Or we can leave it in the past and take every day as a new opportunity to be the best versions of ourselves, no matter what that looks like. This is exactly what a teenager would need to hear, especially one that has a freaking symbiote, because a preteen teenager has essentially been given a power way beyond his understanding. But like the one and only Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. Giving a symbiote to somebody so young definitely comes with its dangers. The pendulum could swing in either direction, but with the right mentor and the right guidance, this could be the next generation of heroes. Or it could be the next generation of villains. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything that is going on with this story, go ahead, do me a favor, check out the link in the description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything that happened with Red Goblin. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.